There we go. So if we do it like that, then the circle is you know, it's inside the mountain. We don't have to, you know, have anything odd sticking out here. But now the question is this big enough? Actually, it is. It is big enough for Stumpy, isn't it? Because you know, if you have 2 feet and then he's kind of standing there holding up. Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't know how I want him to stand though. Like, do we want him to stand? I mean, it's easy if he's just facing one way, if he's facing straight. But I was kind of hoping he'll be kind of facing that way. So with one arm straight up and then one arm, you know, sticking out there. But then he'll be on an angle, which makes things, you know, kind of complicated when you have people standing on angles. Because Minecraft is all squares, and angles are difficult when everything else is squares. Alright, so there's that. Now to double check, we're gonna come to the other side and just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just double check if this is gonna work here as well. So 1, 2, there, more dirt. So 1, 2, 3. I read in the Minecraft update that apparently if you heal, you use up your hunger. I'm not sure what that means in terms of gameplay. I think the hunger is going to be an issue now that they've changed that. Alright, so it's going to be like this. So you see how this circle looks really small on this side because it doesn't even reach the mountain here. But that's not really an issue because we can quite easily just, you know, fill this in ourselves. Or maybe let's just fill that in a little bit. It's not a huge problem if this is not, you know, completely you know, if it doesn't actually quite reach the mountain. It's a little bit strange, but I think we can deal with this. I think we can deal with this a lot easier than, you know, the other problem if we made it too big. Okay, this looks like a good plan to me. All right, let me just jump back across. Nope, missed. Completely failed. Completely failed. All right, so ignore the staircase there. That's not supposed to be there. But if you look at that, then the actual entryway is actually quite narrow. You see that? Is that too narrow? No, I don't think it's too narrow, because then it's quite narrow, and it means that, you know, the whole mountain temple is behind the plinth there, so you won't see it from the outside, right? You'll only see the 2 statues and then this little gap in between. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Because then so the interior is kind of obscured, it's kind of blocked off from you, and then only when you kind of walk up to here, I mean, if you kind of cover the left side of the screen there with your hand, so you don't see the temple, you see the little ramp there, you don't see the rest of the temple, and you kind of have to go past the statues, and then that thing's revealed to you. I think that's actually a good idea. Alright, so let's stick with that. I mean, what we can do is just, you know, fill the whole thing in with dirt, or not just fill, or at least, you know, cover the front of it with dirt and then just see what it looks like. I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm confident enough about how that's gonna work. So let's not do that. Let's just fill this in. So this is the foundations for the statue. I might build the statue on that side, because if I build it on this side, what happens is I won't build a back, because the back is in the mountain, and then I won't know how to build the back when I build the proper one. So what I think I'll do is actually, so that's not gonna be there. What I think I'll do is I'll actually build the statue on this side, which might be easier. Did I heal? I think I had less than that much health before. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the health thing. Apparently they changed it and I don't know how it works anymore. Alright, so this is the base of the plinth. And now a statue. Okay, go, statue. I don't know how to do this. I think I will have him facing diagonally that way. Just so you know he's facing outwards. It's kind of facing the person walking in. I think that's better than you know facing each other like this. Although, let me step back and think about this for a little bit. I guess facing each other is okay as well. I don't think that's that much. Decisions. Facing each other? Or maybe facing each other, because then from the inside, if they're facing out, then it looks a bit strange from the inside, because they turn their backs to you. Facing kind of... What was that sound? They added new sounds, I think. I don't know what this stuff is anymore. There's a cave in here, I know that much. There's always zombies in here. Okay, so they're facing out, facing forward. Oh, that's a spider, okay. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Alright, let's have them... Let's have them technically facing each other. But they've got like, you know, one arm is straight up. One arm is ahead of them. And then the legs will be the same. One leg will be straight down, and then the other leg... Actually, no, they'll be kind of... One leg is back, one leg is forward. So, you know, it's like a... If you kind of like spread your arms out a little bit, imagine that pose. I'm not describing it very well, but imagine that pose. So they're not kind of just standing straight on. So technically they're facing each other, but then because of their pose, their bodies will open outwards. Does that make sense? Alright, let's do that. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're gonna have to design new statues. We can't use the old ones. Alright, so they're technically facing each other. So you know those Egyptian kind of drawings where, you know, they're kind of side on, but then they're also, you know, facing a certain way. So they're technically facing each other, but then they're also facing you. That weird kind of pose. Anyway, let's go with... So this leg, right, will be further forward, right? And then this leg will be a little bit back. I don't know if 6 is a good idea for the size of the feet. Maybe they need to be a bit bigger than that. That's really big feet. You've got really big feet, man. Right, you see, like if their feet are like that, so they're technically facing each other like that. I'm facing it that way, but then if my legs are like this, then my body is slightly turned that way. You see what I mean? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And then that's probably not right. Let me just get rid of this. Alright, so then we got this. Right, so that's like the feet. I think. I guess that's feet. Alright, so let me give them a little bit of legs. Not too much legs. They kinda need to come back this way, I feel like. So that, you know, the legs are, you know, separated like that, but then the waist, the hips hips will be straightforward, I think. Yeah, sure, let's do that. The hips are straightforward. Oops, why did I do that? So his hips are straightforward. This guy's a little wide. How did I do the stumpies? Let me just take a look at the stumpies, because I can't quite remember how I did them. Let me put some torches there just in case. What's the quickest way up? Let me just go up this staircase. There's actually no quick way up. Like, all the staircases are long and winding. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go up and look at one of these statues just to remind myself how did we made them. I mean, we don't necessarily have to copy the existing statues, but maybe it'll be better if they look like they're the same type of thing, you know? So let's see if we can make them similar, if not exactly the same. Alright, so here he is. Okay, so I see. So his body, I mean, this is quite similar, see? He's like 5 blocks wide, and then he's like 2 blocks thick. Okay, so we've got the feet, and then his butt starts there. Oh, I see. I remember now. Except we want him kind of leaning forward this time, because he has to lean forward and hold up the bridge above him. So we're not going to have a butt there. See the butt there? So we're not going to have his butt there. He's going to kind of lean forward. So he's going to come forward like that, and then sticks his arms out. Alright, so that's so the shape is pretty similar actually. That's pretty good. Alright, that's good. Alright, back down. There is a quick way down, and it's called jumping off. No quick way up, but there is a quick way down. This is yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's a bit of a mixed bag of things. Like they're all different styles, different materials. That was the point, though, wasn't it? That was kind of the point. Alright, so there he is. Maybe he's not leaning forward enough yet. Or maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he should not lean forward too much. Alright, so there's, you know, his legs. Maybe he needs a bit of a crotch there. It's good to have a crotch. Okay, I need to get up. Alright, so now he needs to start leaning forward, right? So now, the next bit, we'll start doing that. And then, maybe we should... No, next one we'll do that. Alright, so we'll kind of come forward even more, maybe? Alright, so it's kind of leaning forward a bit. And then, see, I can't see what I'm doing as I do it. And we're pretty close to the top already. Maybe we should stop. Maybe he should stay stumpy and not be too tall. You know what I mean? Alright, let's make this the top of his body, and then his head can be like there, I guess. I forgot how I made their heads. I think